Hey everyone, it's your good old friend Scott here with his playthrough of Blaster Master. Basically, the story goes like this. Your Jason Frendruck and your stupid frog Fred gets out of his bowl, or aquarium, I really haven't looked into it. Gets on a box of radiation, grows bigger, jumps down a conveniently placed hole. You go after him, and then guess what's at the bottom? A fucking tank. Yeah, right. Like that would happen in real life. And then you put on your suit and go after him. Gayest story ever. But that's not to say the same for the gameplay, because gameplay in this game fucking rocks. For a little back history, this game was released in 1988 by Sunsoft because they used to make great games, and then they made crappy Looney Tune games that put them pretty much underneath everything. They pretty much went under-ish. They had a brief revival in 2010 when they made Blaster Master Overdrive, but the music in that game gave me a migraine, and it was trying too hard to be like the original game, and yeah, the rest is history. And Blaster Master 2, here's another side note I thought I would bring up, is Blaster Master 2 is actually made by LJN. Yeah, their software creations group. Yeah, lame junk for Nintendo now makes lame junk for Genesis. It wasn't necessarily a bad game, but the music really sucked horse shit, and it just didn't feel like Blaster Master to me. Now, when I was a kid, I used to thought those things right there were TV antennas. Yeah, don't ask. I was a very stupid kid when I was that age. Anyways, we're gonna go down here, and we're gonna get some homing missiles. This is where you get your homing missiles at. They come useful, and they're different parts of the game. Mainly level 3 and level 8. Fuck me, there's only one. Okay, I'll just come back. You know, some people say that this game reminds them of Metroid, and I can see that, like, with these enemies, but other than that, there's not much of a Metroid feel to the game. Metroid is a broken piece of dog shit. Okay, we're gonna make our way to the first boss. Like the first time you play this game, it's nice to explore because the level designs are so nice. But once you get past the novelty of the level designs themselves, you're just better off just going to the bosses and then taking them out one by one. Because you're Jason, supposed to be a major badass. Which he's not. I swim up these ladders because watch how slow it goes when you climb. See, look at that. Fuck that. Let's just swim. It's faster. Now we're in the overhead view. Those things look like joysticks to me. I mean, what do you guys think? Joysticks? Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to be like, you gotta kill the joysticks! But, whatever. So, we're just going around blasting shit. Yeah, I don't need those power-ups. Flashing P gives you a full power, obviously, full energy. And that little other thing is a gun power-up. Let me mention something real quick. The gun power-ups are fucking useless. I just use the grenades. They're better. Or the straight shot. It's all good. Okay, continuing on. Okay, now these things used to give me nightmares. These guys, look at their eye. Just look at their eye. The next one's coming up right about here. Yeah. Think about that next time you're going to sleep and see if you have nightmares. They're creepy, man. Okay, next room is the first boss that we are heading to right about now. Come on, bitch, it's time for the devil to take your soul. Okay, that's a little more melodramatic, but anyways. Moving on. Yeah, this boss is nothing more than a pushover. Just walk side to side, drop some grenades, and he's done. See? Wow! And then you get what looks to me like the spitball, but I think it's the crusher. I don't really care about the weapon names in the game. I just get the shit, go to the next area. That's the name of the game for me. Okay, so we gotta swim here. I'm gonna go out and get some more homing missiles because I'm gonna need them for level 3. See, they look like spitballs, do they not? Like an animated version of a spitball. Or a cum blast, I don't know. I mean, skeet, 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 there you go. But the main drive here is to go to the Door Guardian, who's blocking the way to level 2. Basically give him a facial, and then the job is done in Area 1. But I'm going to go get some homing missiles first, like I said before. Yay, there's 2 icons now. The game didn't glitch. Good. So that's what sucks about the old 80s NES games, though, is you can trigger glitches within them that either are for your advantage or disadvantage. Here comes the Door Guardian, who makes growling noises. I mean, to me, it sounds like he's farting, but that's just me. Okay, we make our way down here, and we'll be entering level 2. Hooray for level 2! I'm trying to make my way down so I don't get killed. Here we go. Ah, I love this tune. This tune never gets old to me. It's just that very beginning. I'm a nerd, but that's okay. You guys don't want to hear me sing. I understand that. I don't have much of a singing voice. Okay, we just make our way up here and fight pretty much the same enemies. The only difference is you have those damn worm things that piss me off. In the flats. You know, I notice a lot of the enemies in this game have one color, and it's gray. I mean, I understand the NES only had 16 colors on screen, but you would think they could put more into it. Now, I'm not going to let it bother me. This is my tactic to defeat these worm enemies, is to basically jump out of your tank, shoot them in the face, and then go back. Because your tank can't shoot lower. I mean, you could use the homing missiles, but I'm trying to save those for the parts of the game that I need them for. See, why is everything in this game gray, like enemy-wise? I never made sense of that. Nintendo you can make good colors. I don't know if any of you played the European game Gimmick, Mr. Gimmick, which was also made by Sunsoft and uses that Sunsoft bass that gives me an erection every time I hear it. Has some of the best colors I've seen in a NES game this far, and I don't even think it uses any expansions. Like Konami used to use, I think, an MC3, MMC. I don't feel like talking tech right now. We're talking about Blaster Master, so let's hop to it. So I'm making my way to the second level boss, who is a crab, but not the bastard crab at level 5. He is indeed one of the hardest motherfuckers in video game history that I have faced in my time. But that's okay. It is all good, kiddies. Yay, we're getting penises. I mean peas. For power, I guess. Yeah. Because our dirty minds ruins everything. You know, I really wish that Sunsoft would have been in charge of making the games, you know, like, make the games after this, instead of having someone like LJN make the sequel. And then, I think Sunsoft actually made Blasting Again for PlayStation and Enemy Below for the Game Boy Color. Now, a little background on those games. Okay, Blasting Again fucking sucks, because you have bouncing man-ass on every loading screen when you're out of your tank, and on top of that, your fucking annoying sister Elfie doesn't shut the fuck up. You just want to take her in the back and beat her with a crowbar, just so she'd shut the fuck up permanently. And the storyline's gay. It just proves that Jason's nothing more than a flaming homosexual weak-ass. And I don't know why I did that. I guess I felt the need to get the flashing P. You know, shinies. Okay, so we're making our way to the boss here. It may look like a maze, but I've played this game so many times, it's a second nature. It's like breathing air. Okay, that's a little simplistic. Okay, more like, riding a bike, maybe? Riding a bike, or doing something that you haven't done in years. And, ooh, more shinies. See, shinies, I don't understand that with the human nature with shinies is. But yeah, there's some... Yeah, I don't know why I just did that. I was just showing you the difference between this curve gun is fucking useless, and the grenades are definitely... to me, that's the weapon of choice in this overhead view, to be honest. Alright, we're off to fight the boss. Now, for those who like to cheat, you can use a grenade on this boss, on bosses 2, 4, 6, 7. I do use the grenade trick on bosses 6 and 7 when making footage, only because it saves me hard drive space and time. But I will do it on the cartridge tomorrow. Or today, rather. Or whatever. I just need to concentrate here, so don't mind me if I'm silent for a minute. I just need to concentrate. I like to use both the shooting and the grenades at this part at the same time. Fuck! Come on, I can do this shit. This is only the second boss. It shouldn't be taking this long. Thank you! Now you get the cum blast. No, I'm serious. The flashing cum... The radiational cum blast. Observe. In a minute. Alright, watch this shit. See? Radiation cum blast. It's shiny. Once again, the overemphasizing on shiny. I think that's why this game appeals to me so much. Because it's like, ooh, shinies. Who knows? Okay, we gotta make our way to level 3. I'm sorry, I just love this tune. It's always catchy to listen to. Oh, and for those who are interested also in Enemy Below, I forgot to mention that part, is Enemy Below is more or less a remake of the first game for like this, but trust me, it does not have any way the same charm. It's all the levels are redone, the intro's different, the ending is different. In fact, the ending sucks even more shit than it did in this game. But play it if you're curious. Now I get to hear the worst tune in this game next to level 8. I fucking hate this tune. You wonder why. It's happy, right? But this just goes to show that happy music sucks. Especially in Blaster Master. You can't have happy music like this. It does not fit the mood. It belongs in a game for brownies, alright? With fucking ponies and anal sex and rainbows. You know, we don't need this shit in Blaster Master. Have any of you played Super Turrican 2 on the Super Nintendo? Probably none of you have, because you all suck and don't like good games. Alright, that's a joke. But, okay, well, Super Turrican on the SNES, there is a stage, which I believe is stage 4, but I don't necessarily know, because the stages aren't exactly named in the game. But one of them is called Wormland, and when you play that stage, I mean, you're just blowing shit up, and then you get to the stage and you hear this overly happy music. It's ridiculous. You would honestly think that the game was trolling you in some way. It's like, okay, you're playing Turrican, some badass that blows shit up, and then you listen to fucking Wormland and the music is all happy like this shit. Oi. This level is more or less just like a big tower in a way, because you just keep going up. And then you go down, and then, well, you'll see. I hate this music. Make it stop! I mean, seriously, if I knew how to make chiptunes, I would actually make something more fitting for this game in this level in code. I would do it. But unfortunately, I'm too retarded to do code, so I'm just going to go ahead and back off that. Back off that general idea. Now, this is the part I told you about where you have to use homing missiles for. See how easier it is? Look at that. It's beautiful. It's like sex, but with no consequences or strings attached. Okay, maybe not that good, but you know, you get what I'm saying here. Okay, sorry, I just had to do something for the wife, so let's continue on. Okay, let's go ahead and get this part done. Now, those H's are for your hover. You get a hover add-on after you beat this boss, which, when I was a kid, used to piss me off to the point of actual tears. True story. Now, this is a great part to get peas, because for some reason these enemies here have the audacity to drop peas all the time. I don't know if it's the randomization in the code or what have you, but yeah, you actually get peas from those guys a lot. Now, I could get those H's if I had the hover, but I don't. Yet. After this boss, I will. It's good to collect them, too, because once you get the hover and you collected enough H's, that will actually determine how much hover you get when you first get the power-up. And it's good to have a full bar or near a full bar, because when you do have it, you'll be able to access areas you couldn't before, which you will see in action in just a few minutes here. Let's see. No, that's the wrong way. I gotta go up. Go up! Stupid Sophia and its children's Tylenol looking wheels. Look at those wheels and tell me those do not look like children's Tylenol. I don't know why. It's just... They do. I mean, it's every time I see those things, I think of children's Tylenol, the chewable kind, you know? The ones you used to take as a kid. For those who were born in the 80s. 80s kids rule, and 90s kids suck. I kid. 90s had some good stuff, too. I'm not gonna lie. I happen to like some 90s stuff, but I'm more for the 80s because that's when happy times were apparent. And 90s was okay until about 96, when things started to suck for me. But that's besides the point. We're almost to the boss. And the boss is interesting. It's okay. This is probably the only boss in the game yeah, actually it is. It's the only boss in the game that has his own quote-unquote frame or background, which you'll see, because most of the bosses you fight, it's just black, and it's, you know, which is epic because it feels like it's a difference between you and the boss. You know, like it's just, okay, it's me versus you. It's cool. I like that aspect. Okay, we're almost there. Like I said, this level is too long for its own good. This level's dragging. This music is grating on my nerves. This music sucks ass. Yes, it does. I hear it over and over, but that's okay, 'cause it sucks. No, it's not okay, because it shouldn't be in this damn fucking game shit. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, now we gotta make our way to the boss. Yeah, the variety in this game of enemies isn't all that great, but considering what they were working with, you know, an NES cartridge didn't have much space at all, but I'm just surprised in how well this game looks on an 8-bit system. Seriously, play a game on Commodore, Atari 800, I think 600 XL, 800 XL, one of those. Play those, okay, play any of those. Then play this, and then you tell me what looks better in terms of graphics. The NES was just mind-blowingly awesome. It was smooth, and this game definitely fits the bill on that. Those things remind me of telephones. See? They look like them, and they sound like them. Yeah. And they also hit you. Now, if you hit these blocks, there's power-ups lying underneath. It's a good idea to do so, because the boss is right after this room. See, as you can see, I found some more hover, some peas. Sometimes there's a flashing pea. I think it's randomized, but I could be wrong. Oh, okay, there it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. You want to see a funny thing? Pause it, unpause. Blocks are back. Bet the power-ups don't return. See, I did it again. Just for shits and giggles. Alright, this boss pisses me off sometimes. I'll beat him without problem. See how there's a border? Yeah. I hate this boss. But if one thing gets you revved up, it's the boss music. Even though it's like a 12-second loop over and over again, or less, I haven't really counted, because fuck that shit. It really fits the bill. I'm not doing too good. Shit, don't die. If I die, ha! Eat that, bitch! If I would have died, I would have had to shame myself and probably commit seppuku. But, alright, here's another trick I'm doing right now on purpose. I do it once in a while. You pause, unpause, it replays the victory tune over and over, and it'll keep doing that as long as you keep pressing the start button. I don't know why I do that. It's one of those nervous habit things that you do in games. You know, kind of like guys I hang out with in Michigan, Dan Scardina. I'm sure most of you know him. One of the things we used to do is play RBI baseball. And the first thing he would do is, when he would throw to first base and get the man out, he'd turn around and throw the ball in the outfield, just for no reason. And it was the funniest shit ever. Shit, I still do it to this day, just for for the lulz. It's funny. Okay, now I got the hover, as you see. Now you can see it in action right here. Ooh, the sexiness. Now we gotta make our way to level 1. Now you ask yourself, why is that? Well, Blaster Master was one of the first games to ever do backtracking, in other than Metroid and other games. Now, I'm not a fan of backtracking. I like to go from one spot to another and continue, you know, linear shit. But games like Blaster Master and Metroid and all those games required backtracking of sorts. And as long as it's not overly done, I guess it's okay. This part's fucking cheap, because no matter what you do, you'll always get hit by those fucking worms. Hate those worms. Ugh! They're obviously the most annoying fucking enemies in the game. Okay, and there's a shortcut that I'll get to. But I'm trying to get some P so I don't die. Okay, this thing's fucking trolling me, you son of a bitch. Thank you. Fuck it, I'll use some hover to get it. I don't give a damn. Because there's a spot in level 1, I'll show you, where you can get hover. It requires a little bit of work, but fuck it, you gotta work to get shit, right? Yeah! Alright, we're doing good with the P. I think we're good enough to continue. Okay, here's a shortcut from level 3 to level 2 to level 1. It starts right here. Now, as you can see, the power-ups you get throughout the game will help you and benefit you with your backtracking. See, we're already almost to level 2. See, like I said, if it's done right, backtracking is not all that tedious. Now, games like Metroid Prime can fuck off, because the fucking backtracking in that game used to drive me absolute batshit. That's why I'll never finish those games. Any of them. The backtracking and the scanning can suck a cock. Worst Metroid games ever. Other M beats the living fuck out of those. That trilogy. Fuck that trilogy. And all you who don't think so can suck my dick. Make sure it's okay with the wife, though, you know, because she might have a problem with that. Anyway, continuing on. Okay, so now we're on level 2. And we are going to level 1. Or on our way to level 1. Now this is the shortcut, as you can see, to level 1. And it just makes the job so much easier. And why do those things still remind me of silver bullets? Every time I mean, because they had that shape. It's like, ooh, silver bullets, wee! Okay. Now we're on level 1. Now we gotta make our way to the beginning of level 1. Yeah, you may ask yourself, what's there? You will soon see, my friends. And this, of course, let's be honest, the best music in the game. It's just super catchy. You can put it in an MP3 player and blast the shit. But when I used to have a radio that recorded video game music using a built-in microphone, I used to record video game music that way. Matter of fact, I still got tapes lying around of that shit. Now, don't ask me to show those because they're so low quality that it's not even worth it. Okay, so we just gotta make our way up here. Sorry. I just love this music. I'll tell you another game that has great music by Sunsoft. Actually, there's quite a few. There's Gremlins 2 and Batman Return the Joker, and if you want to play imports, Mr. Gimmick. Mr. Gimmick has some of the best music ever in gaming, period. I'm serious. I mean, the quality of it is so high, like high quality, it's amazing. Now this is the part you get H's. Those little scree-looking things that look like they're from Metroid. Yeah, let's call them Blaster Master and Metroid ripoff, but only for this instance. Anything else? No. Anyways, like I said, you gotta work to get to these hovers. See, there's one. The waiting sucks. Alright, thanks, bitch. Alright, I should have enough. Hey, an extra. Can always use an extra. Okay, we're almost to our destination. Fuck this random helmets that drop balls shit. I hate balls. Okay, we're almost to the beginning. So what do? See that cliff? Ooh, FMV sequences. FMV sequences. Look at that megapixel goodness. Alright, that was a lame joke, but fuck it. Alright, we're gonna go down to level 4, which has my wife's favorite music in the game. Because of the whoa. You'll hear it in just a minute here. Now, I personally like this tune as well because it has a sinister feel to it. Do 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 do. Why do I sing the music? Because I like it. Now, this stage is notorious for a couple reasons. One is, now you heard that roll. Yeah, Michelle likes that. Don't ask me why, she just does. Now, this stage was notorious, like I said, because you fought a frog, and many people actually thought, why is not my controller not working? Work. Thank you. Damn it. That was weird. It just stopped working. Anyways, like I was saying, game is, because level 4's boss is a frog, and people thought it was your frog. Not true. Now, if this game was only 4 levels long, it wouldn't be my favorite game of all time, because that would be too damn short. Karate Kid. Actually, one of my guilty pleasures in life is playing Karate Kid, because it only takes 10 minutes to beat. Yeah. And did you know that game was not made by LJN? It was made by Atlus? Yeah. Atlus. Power Instinct. Persona. All those ring a bell? See, that's what pisses me off about you AVGN fans. He disses on LJN, and rightfully so, they suck. But just because their fucking logo is on the game does not mean they made it. Here's a little trivia for you while I go through this fucking maze of hell, okay? Here's some trivia for you. Who Framed Roger Rabbit was made by Rare. That's right, Battletoads Rare. Rare Ltd. Guess who made, Nightmare on Elm Street? Rare. So as you can see, turn on the game next time. When you get an LJN game, turn it on. Or look at the label. Sometimes the label. If you look at the label of Karate Kid, it actually says Atlus on it. When you turn on the game, look at the copyright information. Most of the games like Pictionary, Roger Rabbit, were all made by Rare. You gotta turn on the game and look at it. And because I kid you not, it's Rare. Okay, we're almost to we got past the maze and we're going to the boss. Now, I'm not trying to start arguing with you guys. I'm just letting you know that you AVGN fanboys think you know it all because of his dumbass. I hate that cocksucker now. He's annoying. And is it me being jealous? Shit, if I made the money he did, who wouldn't be? I just don't watch his shit because I don't want to add to that, you know what I mean? Okay, ranting aside. Now we're going to climb up this long ladder. Now, this next part is a whore. I'll tell you why. There's these little guys with guns, and they will chase you down. Those motherfuckers. Those guys will chase you down if you let them. They'll end you. And you gotta be careful here, because as you can see, everything is streamlined, and if you make the wrong turn or wrong move, you'll go in the water. It's happened before to me. I'm not, no joke. I'm just glad that Sunsoft actually took the time to do a good collision detection. But it's not perfect, especially on bosses, which you will see on this boss, why the collision detection sucks in this game. And for those who like to cheat, you can use the grenade trick on this boss as well. Now, I am going to use the grenade trick on bosses 6 and 7, this for timing issues and hard drive space. Perhaps eats hard drive space worse than an 8 Mile and Van Dyke hooker. Seriously, it takes more space from your hard drive than a whore does from your wallet when you pay for services. I know I'm very misogynist in this video, and for those who are offended, I am sorry, but it's just who I am. I don't mean it. Don't take it literally, for fuck's sake. It's just for lulz. Okay. And what I'm going to do after I get done with this level is I'm going to go ahead and upload this so you can watch it. And then I'm going to go ahead and get part 2 underway. Get everything put together. I updated it in 720p. It's upscaled, so it should look good. There we go. Now, this boss can be a bitch if you don't know what you're doing. It's a frog. Come on, you four-legged motherfucking amphibian bitch, let's go! See, the collision in this game is so clusterfucked that it drives me absolutely batshit. Alright. If you do my strategy, you will beat this boss easily. You son of a fuck! Fuck you! Yeah, you take that tongue and shove it up your amphibian ass! Cocksucking motherfucker! Yes, we can do this. It may take some time. I'm gonna concentrate a little bit. Come on, Scotty, you can do this. I did the moonwalk there. That's funny. Come on, we almost got this. I'm just concentrating, guys. I don't mean to be silent. I apologize for the silent treatment. It's just when you concentrate, you gotta, you know, you can't really talk. You gotta put all your main focus into your objective, which is that green motherfucker in front of me right now. I think he's almost dead. Boom! Boom! I'll make frog legs soup out of you. Okay. Now we're going to make our way to level 5. Sorry about that. I was just checking something in my status screen. Alright, go in the hole, dumbass. That's what he said. No, that's what she said. It almost got hit by that. Shit. If you get hit by that and you fall far enough with Jason, you'll die. It's stupid. But at the same time, it tries to be semi-realistic. You know, you gotta give him credit there, I suppose. Do I have enough hover? Yeah, I got enough hover to get up there. What am I thinking? Okay, now we gotta go to the level that I loathe the most. Only because of the boss. If any of you have played this game and actually gotten far in it, there's a crab boss. He's nothing like the one on level 2. And not only is he fast, but he shoots these bubbles in a way that almost guarantees you getting hit. I don't like him. And I honestly think he should have been the last boss in the game. I mean, I understand that they wanted to have, you know, a weird-looking boss for the final boss of the game. I mean, he's on the cover, for Christ's sake, of the cartridge. But what I don't understand is he's actually harder than the final boss. He's the hardest boss in this game. But I guess back in Nintendo days it was different. I mean, you would, I don't know. I mean, you just throw in bosses in whatever stages you felt like. I mean, a crab in the ocean makes sense, which I'm going to. I hate this maze sometimes, because sometimes I still get lost to this day. It's not as hard as it would look. I mean, if you figure it out, it's not so bad. Okay, I think I have to go up then left here. Yeah, those munching guys are a very good indication that you're going the right way when you're getting out of this motherfucker. And you just keep going left until you reach the door, go through the door, then you're out of the maze. Yay! Because mazes suck! Okay, I'm going to end this video in a little bit here. And get it uploaded. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and I'll say my goodbyes for now. This is end of part 1. Part 2 will be uploaded as soon as I can. And you'll see the rest of the game and see this played. I hope you enjoyed this commentary, guys. And take it easy.